as I bite my lip. That hurts. Ow. That's what you get when you put too much in your mouth. So we are currently doing Spain, which is right over there, and Italy, which is right over there. We only got one thing from Italy and a ton of stuff from Spain. Most of the stuff over in Italy was, your cannolis and your pastas and stuff like that. A little heavy for eating as much as we are. So we're going to start off with Spain here. So as you see, we have a quite nice selection of objects, and there's the one from Italy. So first off, we're going to try the paella. It is a traditional Spanish paella with shrimp, mussels, chicken, and crispy chorizo. Chorizo is both in Spanish and Mexico. Chorizo typically in Spain is a dried version of chorizo. Whereas in Mexico, you tend to have it more fresh, like a ground sausage. So I'm just going to try to get a little bit of everything here. Well, I'm trying to get as much as I can. So trying desperately. Did you get the other one?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to get a good sampling here. Pretty good. A little more oily than I expected. Good flavors, though. Almost tastes more like a gumbo than what I'm used to in a paella. Still delicious. Tons of flavor. Tons and tons of flavor. Just that oiliness, though, is bring it down. It was biting my tongue. Didn't help either. Give that I'll say a 3.25. If it wasn't so oily, I'd probably give it a 3.5. It's just a little oily for me. Let me hand you over here.
Give it a 3.5. I'm a huge paella fan. It's delicious. Everything's cooked very well. The mussels are very good. As you can tell, we're in like definitely in the more boisterous area of World Showcase between Italy and Germany. Also, fun fact, Spain hasn't been here at least the last few years. This is a newer booth this year. So this is a first stop for me since I only started coming about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think Spain was here a while back, but it hasn't been here in a little while. So there's that. So we're also going to have that with a garnache rosado. Trying to plan this out ahead of time. So we build ourselves up. That's actually a little watery. I know rosés is supposed to be more like the lighter whites, or the heavier whites, but lighter reds. But that's just a little watery for me. Not a big fan. I personally wouldn't. It's definitely drinkable, but not what I expect from even a rosé. Probably give that a 1.5. But that's just me. So.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's actually kind of bitter and tart on the back end, and I like my rosés smooth. Not very much a fan.
So you'd give it a.
I said I agree. So
so a 1.5 for you too. Okay. So 1.5 all around on that one. Again, you can drink it. I don't really get the bitterness, but there's that. Okay, so next up is the charcuterie in a cone. So it's literally just that plates in a neat little cone, which is kind of nice. Very easy to have in your hand, walk around with. You got some sausage in there. You got some olives. What was in there? Got some cheese. Chunks of cheese. Big chunks of cheese. By chunks, I mean like, that's a big chunk of parm. Did you eat all of the prosciutto?
Oh, I did. I didn't.
You ate almost all the... No, there's a little piece there.
Maybe there's more at the bottom.
This is got to all the prosciutto before I did. It's what you'd expect from a charcuterie. Did find the olives sort of permeated all the flavors. Not sure if that's normal or not, but I could definitely taste the olive regardless where I had it in there. Which for me is fine. I like olives. Give it a 3. Excuse me. Give it a 3. Solid 3. It's good. I like it. I like to taste the individual flavors a little bit more. Probably give it a 3.5. But as I said, the olive just sort of permeated all the stuff. At least the stuff that I had. So what about you there?
Probably 3. I don't like olives, but I don't want that to sway my opinion on this because lots of people love olives. The prosciutto that I stole from him, it tastes like prosciutto. I mean, but the sausage was delicious, and so is the cheese. The parm, it's delicious too. So definitely give that about a 3.
Okay. And with this, we're gonna have the Casa Castillo Monastrella. Not exactly sure what that is.
It's a Spanish red.
It's a Spanish red. Yeah, it's a Spanish red. So nothing crazy. It actually has a little bit of heat to it, which is interesting. And meanwhile, Miss Tasel is having all the paella left, which is fine. It's good. Not outstanding. I'd probably just give it a standard 3. Would definitely not turn down a bottle of this, but it's a 3. Have you had it already? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a big Spanish red fan. I like Riojas. This I was not too thrilled with. It's got a bit too much of a bite to it. It's not very smooth. I'd probably go 2.5.
Okay, so that's that. And then we're gonna go over to a little bit more sweet things. We have here. We have a sweet. Nice little view of that there. Hopefully not too blown out. The problem is it's very bright here, so it's getting the views without it being blown out. There we go. So you can see it has a little bit of stuff here. So it's a sweet olive cake with powdered sugar on it, with a lemon curd sauce. So for anyone who's had olive cake, definitely a unique experience. Not traditional cake. But definitely, let's see here. Oh, hello, lemon. Yeah, that's definitely lemon curd. Very, very lemony. Is it just the lemon curd that's doing that, or is that the cake?
There's a little lemon in the cake itself.
Little lemon in the cake
It's
itself?
really the lemon curd that you picked up on.
Yeah. So, traditional sweet olive cake. Just very light hits of citrus and lemon in it. Primarily the lemon curd, though, very little bit of lemon curd, but it is just overpowering the cake. And not overpowering in the sense of makes everything else useless, but it's flavoring the cake like you'd expect it to be a lemon cake. Yeah, I could definitely eat that as a dessert. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I can't give it a 4. 3.75 probably for me. I'm almost a 3.5, but it's that sweetness without being sugary, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's definitely pretty good there.
I would do about a 3.5 on it. It's very light, the cake itself. If you're not a fan of the lemon curd, you can eat around it. So they didn't really like totally lather it in it, which is nice. And the powdered sugar is also a really nice touch. I could literally eat just a vat of powdered sugar.
Especially with all the walking around that we're doing here. Okay, moving over to Italy. So we just got the one thing. Again, it is a little pricey, so we use the special thing there. This is a frozen margarita with limoncello and tequila. It's a slush. So let's try this out. Granted, we just had the lemon curd, but this tastes like a lemon pudding pie. You know the lemon pudding with the cool up on top. It's a lemon filling without the crust. That's also very dangerous, being that there's 2 different alcohols in this. It's primarily just
I don't taste the alcohol.
Very dangerous, and probably reason why it's so expensive. I'm gonna have to give that at least a 4. Maybe not a 4 or 5. Let's say 4.25 for that one for me, because wow, I could easily down that, and that's dangerous. Okay, it's 4 for her as well. Okay, so we're gonna finish up the stuff here and head on out. Try a couple more boots. We're past the halfway mark here, so we're making pretty good progress today. Might even get most of it done. So I will see you guys here in just a bit. Here, we're just a little bit of ways here. It's a rather unique little area. It's got different flavor things, fire benches. There's a whole bunch over in this area that have pretty unique seating. So I'll show you that here a little bit more in a bit. But we have a couple different items. We have 5 to enjoy at this point. We have a corned beef. We have some piggy wings. Piggy wings. We have a nice porter, a chocolate porter. A Blackwater porter. We have this strange drink. What is it? It's swine brine. Yeah. It is a bourbon drink with a piggy wing on top. And then we also have for dessert some chocolate picante. Okay, so let's do this here. Probably start off with the corned beef. It's served with a sauce and it looks like potato chips almost. I think they're potato chips. And that's pretty good. Very salty though. Yeah, those are potato chips. Shouldn't be surprised at the saltiness because, well, it's corned beef. It's actually smoked corned beef brisket with warm crispy potatoes, pickled onions, blonde ale, beer fondue with a Romano and American cheeses. That's pretty good. Don't think I'd want that as a full appetizer, but as little like snack bites. Pretty good. Too much salt otherwise, but that's just what you get with corned beef. It's juicy. It's not dry. The cheese sauce isn't too overpowering. They don't really smother it in there. Pretty good all in all. Give it a... It wasn't so salty. I give it a 3.5. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. But again, I don't think I could enjoy too much of it just because of how salty it is. What does Mrs. think here?
I give it a 4. It's yummy.
It's yummy. She does like her corned beef. We're also going to go switch over here to the piggy wings, which are basically just roasted pork wings, because you know pigs have wings. Just go with it. With Korean barbecue sauce and sesame seeds. We got 2 here. I guess I'll just sort of eat it on the bone. I'm guessing this is more like a rib of some sort, just the way the bone is. Mm. There we go. That was a little hard to get off there. There it is, switching over things. Really heavy on the Korean sauce. But you know what, for a wing, that's not too weird. Or for a rib, it's not too weird. Honestly, I think they just didn't want to call them riblets. Because that's what they are. They're the small little pieces of rib. Juicy. Pretty flavorful. Not a lot of fat, which is good. Really, the Korean barbecue sauce sort of overpower everything else, though, so you don't really taste much of the pork. You just taste Korean sauce. But, again, as an appetizer, be great. I think the Korean sauce might be a little too overpowering for a full dish, but for an appetizer, wonderful, especially in these small portions. Probably give that a 3.5 as well.
3. 3 for me.
3 for the missus. Okay. Now, gonna save the dessert for later, just because.
I won't even finish eating the rest.
Yeah, we won't eat the rest of the actual food, but So you know what? I'm gonna switch off here to the very strange drink. I'm not sure why it has a piggy wing on top. It's a non-flavored piggy wing that's been sitting in the liquid. I'm guessing to flavor it a little bit, so I get some of that smoky pork texture. Okay, so before I said you can't really taste the pork, you can taste the pork here, because that's pretty much all it is the pork. No, not for you.
I don't like the alcohol.
Oh, there's not. You don't really taste any alcohol in this. No. Okay. Well, I'm still putting it there then. Okay. So the meat portion of my drink, which is a very strange thing to say. The meat portion of my drink is good. It was a little odd cold, but other than that, not too bad. Okay. Now for the drink part of my drink. It's very strange because I can see little itty bitty blocks of fat on top. No big solid things or anything like that, but it's just, I don't know if you can really see that, but it just ever so little bits. Okay, so this is a bourbon drink. A bourbon pork drink. I'm not sure what to expect. It's odd. It's a little odd. Little limey. Don't really taste the pork all that much, probably because we've been eating pork, and that flavor is much stronger there. So any pork flavor receptacles on my tongue are pretty much gone at this point. It's not bad. It's just not sure what I expected. I was a little fearful, so maybe it's boosting it up a little bit. If I order this at a regular restaurant, it's something strange, I'd probably be okay with it. If I ordered it at Disney, might be okay with it. You know, I'm gonna just give this like a 2.5, maybe a 2.75. No, I'm just gonna give this a 2.5. I'm assuming you don't even want to try it. Yeah, so this is not so much. Okay, so we also have a porter.
Very good.
Yeah, she's already had a whole bunch of it.
Probably give it a 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay, I haven't had any of this yet. As you guys know, I'm not a huge beer guy. This is hers. Yep, that's a porter. It's got that dark coffee sort of. No, not coffee, just dark bean. Not even coffee bean, just dark bean. Sort of hoppiness to it. Not a fan, but I'm usually not a fan of porters. So let's give it a 2, maybe a 2.5. But yeah, that's all you there. Okay, so now to the yummy part. So we have here a dark chocolate mousse with cayenne pepper, chili powder, and no, that says raspberry dust. Okay, so apparently that's the raspberry dust on top. I'm not sure how you get a raspberry dust. Maybe you ground it up and dry it out or something like that, but it's raspberry dust there. Okay, so it's supposed to be a spicy sort of chocolate, and it's thick. No, it's a mousse. It's supposed to be. Oh, there's a heat. I was gonna say, wow, it's just sweet. There's nothing, no spice at all to this thing, but hits you on the back end. That's interesting. Probably give that a 3.5 out of 5. Again, it's not too sweet. It's not too spicy at the end, so that's kind of nice. You could easily eat that as a full dessert without being too overwhelmed by either the sweet or the spicy, which is nice. After everything's gone, it's really cleared out the flavor from my mouth. So I don't have the whole, all the pork and the fat and everything else that I had before. I'm actually kind of refreshed. My mouth is kind of cleared out, which I like, especially in the dessert. You know what? I may actually put that up to a 4 just because of how nice as an aperitif it sort of did to clear my palate out. And a 3 from the Mrs. Tasel. Okay, so 3. So I actually wanted to show off this area a little bit, just because it is kind of neat. A lot of the other places are just booths. But this place has a whole motif here. So as you see, there's a neat little fire pit thing, neat little area. This area isn't actually here during the normal non-food and wine periods of time. It's normally just a little blocked off area with grass and other stuff like that. Also, you'll find these scattered all throughout food and wine. If you pay close attention, and there's maps, it's like a scavenger hunt, you'll find things like this up above. Right there. I'm not sure how well that comes through. Let's see. Right up there is Remy from Ratatouille, which is kind of nice. But yeah, the other thing that this place has, and a lot of the booths have, especially ones that are supposed to be educational and teaching you about different things, is a whole little signage here. So here's one example right behind me. You have different things about the flavors from spice, how the different things affect the flavor, the different spice levels. Over there, some more flavors from the heat, flavors from the spice. So about how the spice and everything else start to interact with everything and work from there. So again, this is Tasel from Flavors from Fire. We are gonna start going up here and getting more food, and we'll see you guys here in just a bit. We're gonna try to get a bunch more. We took a little break, so for those watching the live, expect a little bit more here. If you're watching the replay shortly after we do this, you're going to just see the videos there, so you're not going to have any downtime. But for those watching the live channel, we are going to be doing a bunch more here in a row, probably another 3 or 4 in the next hour or so. So keep an eye, subscribe so you get the notifications when I go live, and I'll see you guys here in just a bit. Bye. We are in the trio area. This is a special little area. Originally, this was set up, I believe, for the chew area, and it's sort of still the chew area. But they've split this up into a couple different areas. They have active eats, earth eats, and coastal eats here. It's a whole big area filled with tables and booths, and it's a little bit separated from everything else because it's not really one country at all. And of course, the sun's right there. Maybe if I do this, there we go. Oh, there's the monorail right behind me. Hello, monorail. And Mrs. Tasel as well. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. So this is a whole little area here, and we have a fair bit out here to go through. So hopefully you're in for a little while. So we have a whole selection. We'll start over here at the coastal eats just because it is the lightest of the fair. So what we got here is I'm already eating. Oh no, that's yours. Okay. We have lump crab cake with Napa cabbage slaw and avocado lemongrass cream. Some seared scallops with roasted corn and butternut succotash and chili chipotle butter sauce. And then we also have a Erith Pinot Gris and a Susker plain Pinot Noir. Okay, so this one's the seared scallops. Okay. I have to say, seared scallops are always a little scary. They're one of those dishes that if you don't do right, and the window of being right is very small, you just get rubbery. If it's under the heat lamp for too long, or if it's not cooked enough. Somehow they managed to do this in a very large quantity with little issue. Not a huge amount of additional flavors. Taste the scallop. What else is it supposed to be in this? Where's the corn? Corn, I taste. The succotash, chili chipotle butter sauce. Not really getting the chili chipotle. Granted, we were just in the fire booth. So, it could be a little dulled because of that. All in all, pretty good. As I said, they managed to get the scallops done at a good level. Where you bite in, it has a little bit of give, but it breaks apart. It doesn't fall apart. It's not chewy, so go there. Again, though, not a lot of flavor other than the actual scallops themselves. Probably give a 3, maybe a 3.5. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I guess I'm gonna be disagreed with here, being that the plate is already gone. So luckily I got my one bite. Because Mrs. Tasel here.
I kind of like scallops. I would give it a 4.5 because I like the fact that it's a scallop taste. It's not overpowered by sauces. And then the chili chipotle butter sauce, I didn't really taste the heat on it either, but I kind of like that. I think if it was too spicy, it would have taken away from the taste of the scallop.
Okay. Yeah, it was fine as a dish, but if you're going to say it's chili chipotle, I want to taste chili chipotle. If they just said it was like a seasoned butter sauce or something like that, it would have been fine. But if you're gonna say it's something like they show in those shows, if you're gonna say it has this thing, make sure you can taste that. So there's that. Next up here we have the lump crab cake with a Napa cabbage slaw and avocado lemongrass cream. Yep. Oh, okay. Now this I have a lot of flavor. You taste the crab. You taste the the seasoning with the crab, all that sea-ness. You get you also get the crema sauce or the the avocado lemongrass. That cream sauce they put on top. Because it's separate. They play off each other. The warm lump crab with the sauce itself. The slaw, brightens up the dish a little bit, so that's nice. Probably probably give this a 4. A lot of flavors, pretty good. What do you think?
I'm giving it a 3. I didn't really care for it as much. There's some sort of heat in there that I'm not really digging. So.
Yeah, I'm not getting the heat either, but again, that's why there's tons of different stuff here. Plenty of stuff for plenty of different people. Okay, so we have 2 drinks to go along with this. We have the Pinot Gris and the Pinot Noir. Start with the Pinot Gris, right? Yes, okay. I'm never quite sure. Yo, huge wine guy. Tastes like a white. I actually don't think it really goes with. It might have gone well with the scallops. I drank it with the scallops. Now that I'm thinking about it,
It did.
it was supposed to go with the scallops. Okay, so it was supposed to go with the scallops.
I might have had some scallops.
Okay, so with the scallops, I think it would have been fine, but the flavors of the crab cake just completely overpower it. Well, sometimes the whole adage, whites with seafood, reds with beef and stuff like that, aren't always true. Sometimes you have to play with your sauces and the other flavors that are in the dish. I think I tried the white, it might have been a little better with just the scallops. Apparently it was. On its own,
It's a good table white.
it's a standard white. None of that weird, dry flavor sometimes you get from it. I give it a 2.5, maybe a 3. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to drink that, but it's definitely enjoyable.
I'd say about 2.75.
Okay, so there's that. We have the Pinot Noir. Again, a little bit better with the crab cake. Little dry, chalky on the finish. Almost like a plum or something like that in the back end. But again, nothing that's blowing me away. I'd probably give it a 2.5 there as well. Although it definitely pairs better with the crab cake than before.
I agree.
She agrees. Okay, so that is Coastal Eats. So now we're going to move over to Earth Eats. No. Yes?
Which
we do.
first? Mac and cheese
Let's
or-
do the mac and cheese. Okay, so we're going to do Active Eats. So Active Eats has a whole bunch of different stuff. As I said, this is sort of this weird trio area.
I think we had this
So
last
here,
year, too.
yeah, this was over at Farm Fresh for the last couple of years. So we have a loaded mac and cheese with pepper bacon, cheddar cheese, peppers, green onions, also known as just scallions. But cheesy, not too cheesy. Has that wonderful bacon flavor.
And now I
it's a
remember
little
I didn't
fresh.
like this last year.
When it starts getting a little cold, we've had it out here for a little while. Starts to take away. Definitely because of the breadcrumbs. You want to have it hot. You want to have it toasted. Unfortunately, there's not too much you can do about that in this sort of conditions. A little spicy, actually.
I'm giving it a 1. I just don't like it. They use some sort of hot sauce in there, and it just overpowers every bit of the cheese, the bacon, everything. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I think that's the pepper bacon or something. No, actually, there's more than just that. It definitely has a spice to it. See, and this is where we disagree quite a bit. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Probably going to give that a 4. If it was warmer, crunchier, had that contrast between the crispiness and the cheesiness, would be a little better. But as I said, there's unfortunately not too much you can do here in this sort of environment without having it immediately served to you fresh, freshly made out of the ovens. So there's that. We also have 2 wines to go with here. We have a Riesling and a Pinot Noir. We'll do the Riesling first. Fresh. I like that a little bit. Well, actually, I like that a bunch better than the other one.
Yeah.
It has flavors to it, which I appreciate. Ooh, the sun's behind the cloud. Yay, I can see again. It's been so bright and so warm today. Just in time for us to have a nice another second monorail coming by. This one's the red one. Or peach? No, that's red. That's red. They're all color coded. So there's that. I'd probably give that a 3. Yeah, that's a solid 3. That's better than what I would expect from a normal place. Same. Okay. Okay. Now this one here is the Pinot Noir, the Evolution. These are one is the one we just had was a Washington wine. This is an Oregon wine. A little watery. Yeah, it's a little watery. Almost tastes like it would go well with pork. And like it needs a fattiness sort of to bounce off of. Probably to give that one just I don't say a 2.75. Maybe a 3 if it was paired with the right food. But by itself, probably just a 2.75.
Just a 2, not my thing.
Okay, so there's that. We have that and that. And finally, it's a lot of food, a lot of drinks here. And we still have to eat all this stuff once we're done with this.
I remember this one being really good. So
yes, this is the Earth Eats. Very much, garden, fresh sort of stuff. So we have 4 from here. So the main dish we have is a ricotta and zucchini ravioli in a rustic tomato sauce. Oh, thank you. Very thin pasta. It was almost like that wonton wrapper we had over in Japan for the dumplings. That's how thin it was.
Oh, so good.
Very, very light. Not heavy at all. A lot of times you get pasta dishes and they just weigh you down. Not this one. Tons of flavor, tons of juice. Very, very fresh. Could probably do with just a extra little squeeze of lemon or something like that, but other than that, quite good. Probably give this a 4.25, maybe. No, 4.25. 4.25.
I'm going a solid 4.5. That is it's so good. It's really good. It's fresh. It's delicious. It's light. It's awesome.
So we enjoyed that one quite a bit. Gonna skip on dessert just for now. So we do have dessert.
Super expensive wine.
Yes. Okay.
Something floating in it now.
Oh no, bug.
It's protein.
Bug. No, that's my food. My drink, you don't get any. So this one here, again, is one of the more expensive things. I think I got it. Yay! A little bit more expensive. Use the little thing to... Hey, Salty Ball, hello. So one of these here. So this is the... where is it? The Kurt Russell's Goldie. Oh, no, sorry. The Kurt Russell Gaggi Wines Pinot Noir. This one here is, I don't remember the price, but it was not cheap. Luckily, I get it for basically $8 with that little card. So if you know what you're doing ahead of time, definitely try that out. Definitely enjoy that. Now we'll see if it's actually worth the money that it was. It's got a neat little weird cup holdy grippy thing as well, because it's fancy. It's fancy wine. A lot more flavor than the other reds. Get like a Tabasco, not Tabasco, a tobacco leaf sort of thing from it.
That's a good red.
That is a good red.
Kurt Russell knows what he's doing.
Yes, indeed. It's definitely okay. So I'm going completely by flavor, ignoring the price here. If I didn't know what that was, the price on it was, bless you. If I didn't know what the price was on this, I just assumed, okay, it's a good bread. Go from there. I'd probably give it a 4. I kind of expected a little bit more given the price that it had. But by itself, I would say it's a definite 4. So if you can get it at a decent price, Probably at a store you could find it for cheaper because you always have that markup here. Definitely try because it's quite enjoyable.
I'd probably give it a 3.5, 4.
3.5. Okay. We also have here
Blackberry mead.
Blackberry mead. So mead is like a spiced wine. It can be spiced with many different things, and I've tried many. Well, let me rephrase. I've tried a good handful of meads. Never really found one I like a lot. There's some that are good, but none that I actually like. So we'll see if this one's any better. This is the Redstone Meadery Black Raspberry Mead. So we'll see if those flavors work. It's almost like a cross between a raspberry beer and red wine. Or, white wine. Raspberry beer and white wine. So it's a little watery. Although, to be fair, I don't think I'd enjoy it if it was thicker or a deeper flavor. Probably give it a 3. It's definitely not as sweet or as spiced as some of the other ones. M-Tuts. Yeah, I give that a 3. But what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like my taste buds are a little deadened from a lot of stuff I've had to eat, and it's kind of refreshing. Not a heavy alcohol taste. It's really nice. I would probably give it a 4 if I could really truly taste it, but I think I'm gonna do a 3.5 here.
Okay, so we have a 3.5 and I think I gave it a 3?
Yeah.
3, I think. So there's that for those. Now to completely kill our taste buds with this. This is a... Oh, we don't have a spoon? Oh, that's fine. A fork will work just as well. A peanut butter and white chocolate mousse with a caramel drizzle. As we've learned from here... Oh, okay. It's peanut butter goodness. It's not a heavy peanut butter flavor. They definitely lightened it up between the cream that they have in there. The little pieces of peanut that's in there as well definitely brings it in. What do you think?
I'd give it a solid 4. It's
solid
delicious.
4? Yeah, I think I'd go there too. Solid 4. Definitely make sure you do your desserts at the end because they're just going to kill your taste buds otherwise. Okay, so that is us here at the Eats area, the Coastal Eats, the Earth Eats, and the Active Eats at the EPCOT Food and Wine Festival. This little trio here, tons of stuff to enjoy in a very unique little setting here. We're going to try to finish this food and go get more because there's still a lot of food here that we need to enjoy and a lot of booths to go to. So, see you guys here in a bit.